Methodist television. Holiness to the world.
Good morning, our viewers. It's good to have us here again this morning. How was our night guest? It was good. This morning being Wednesday, 8th July 2020, we'll be treating a topic that says, when God speaks. When God speaks. And the passage is from the book of Job, chapter 37, from verse 1 to 14. Job 37, from verse 1 to 14. I read. At this also my heart trembles, and leaps out of its place. Hearken to the thunder of his voice, and the rumbling that comes from his mouth. Under the whole heaven he let it go, and is lightning to the corners of the earth. After it his voice roars. He thunders with his majestic voice, and he does not restrain the lightnings when his voice is heard. God thunders wondrously with his voice. He does great things which we cannot comprehend. For to the snow he says, fall on the earth, and to the shower and the rain be strong. He sealed up the hand of every man, that all men may know his work. Then the beasts go into their lairs and remain in their dens. For from its chamber comes the whirlwind, and cold from the scattering wind. By the breath of God ice is given, and the broad waters are frozen fast. He loads the thick cloud with moisture, the clouds scatter his lightning. They turn around and round by his guidance, to accomplish all that he commands them on the face of the habitable world. Verse 13. Whether for correction or for his land, or for love, he causes it to happen. Verse 14, the last. Hear this, O Job. Stop and consider the wondrous works of God. Now to the body of the reflection. Psalm 29, a psalm of David, is one of the psalms that tell us of the majesty of the Lord's voice. This is because when God speaks, it carries the same power and authority of the creative voice as it was at the time of creation. It was just by the voice of God that the things that we can see today came into being. It is what God says that matters, no matter wherever is saying the direct opposite. Jesus rebuked the tempestuous wind and said to the sea, peace be still, and they obeyed. This implies that when God speaks, our troubles obey and cease. In the case of Lazarus in John 11, the dead man heard the voice of the Lord when he called him, and the dead body responded. In Ezekiel chapter 37, the dry bones in the valley obeyed the voice of God. Variously, the Lord has decreed many things which came to pass, and none can turn back to his counsel. In our text today, Elihu, one of Job's friends, proclaims God's majesty in making known the power of the word of the Lord. He pointed out that God directed the heavens, the lightning, the snow, rain, whirlwind, and every beast of the field. When we allow God to speak to our situation, troubles and challenges, they all must obey and do as He directs them. Your position can change by His spoken words, curses can be broken, and virtues restored. His words and counsel cannot be overruled. Call upon Him today, and when He speaks into your situation, everything will be turned around for the better. He does not lie, and He does not change. The word of God is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. Hebrews 4, verse 12. The topic once again says, when God speaks. When God speaks. A singer was saying that when God speaks, everything must obey. And that will take me back to creation. The Bible says when God wants to create everything, He just speaks the word, let there be light, and there was light. That is to tell us the power that is in the voice of God. Psalm 29 verse 5 was talking about how powerful the voice of God is. He said the voice of God breaks the cedar of Lebanon. That is to show how powerful the voice of God is. And the topic says when God speaks. And we're given several instances of when God spoke in the Bible. Talking about when God speaks to the storm, and the storm ceased. Talking about when Jesus had to call that Lazarus out of the tomb. That the dead had to respond, had to obey the voice of God. Why? Because the voice of God is so powerful. And then the book of Ezekiel 37, talking about the dried bones. The prophet was like, the bone was so dry, but at the voice of the Lord, the bone, they had to come together. The Bible says flesh has to come upon the blood, and it became a living being, and the bones now become a vast army, a very strong army. That is to show how powerful the voice of God is. So this morning I'm asking us, what is that situation that we feel is just so great, a mountain is just so powerful that God cannot handle? His voice can do anything. It can change the impossible. It can make the impossible to become possible. The voice can pave the way through the wilderness. Only if you allow him. One thing is that our God is not a talkative. What you don't allow him to speak into, he will not speak into it. Many of us Christians will fail to engage God. Once you just engage God in that situation, then he will speak his word, then there will be peace. When you engage God and he speaks his word, there will be victory. You will enjoy provision at every aspect, then favor will be yours. But the only thing is that only if we engage voice or engages him. And when you engage him, he will speak his words. So to that situation, I'm just telling us this morning, I'm charging us, I'm letting our spirit that just call upon God and he will answer you. His voice is so powerful. There's nothing that he cannot change. He's the God of yesterday, today, and forever. He can work mighty wonders. So just call on God to speak to that situation and trust God, you will have a great testimony. Our memory verse is taken from the book of Job, chapter 37, verse 5. God thunders marvelously with his voice. He does great things which we cannot comprehend. So call on God and he'll do great things. Our prayer for today says, Merciful Lord, with the power of your word, command perfect peace into Nigeria and put an end to the destructive acts of the children of disobedience in Jesus' name. Now I want us to bow our head and tell it to God. That Lord Jesus, you will help us. I want us to commit this nation to the hands of God. We are talking about we engaging God, and whenever we engage God, then he will speak his word and there will be peace. I want us to pray especially for Nigeria this morning. And the Lord will have his way in Nigeria. The Lord will speak forth and things will be settled in Nigeria. Let's ask for the presence of God in this nation. I pray God will help us in Jesus' name. For further reflection, we can check our Methodist in book in 303, which says, O word of God incarnate. Remember, when God speaks, everything must obey. Good morning once again, and thank you for joining us. Have a stress-free day. Thank you.
O Word of God incarnate, O wisdom from on high, O truth unchanged, unchanging, O light of our dark sky. We praise thee for the radiance that from the hallowed page, a lantern to our footsteps, shines on from age to age. The church from her, dear Master, receive the gift divine, and still the light she lifted for all the earth to shine. It is the golden casket where gems of truth are stored. It is the hand-drawn picture of Christ, the living Word. Like a banner before God's host unfurled, it shineth like a beacon above the darkling world. It is the chart and compass that o'er life's surging sea, through mist and rocks and quicksand, still guides, O Christ, to thee. Oh, make thy church, dear Savior, a lamp of purest gold, to bear before the nations thy true light as of old. Oh, teach thy and darkness ended. They see thee face to face, face to face.
Methodist television. Holiness to the world.